Oh, kia ora folks, thanks very much for taking the time to come and check out today's vlog. When I chat to people about their strategic planning or their business planning, an answer I quite often get says, I know I need to do something, but I just don't quite know what to do. And that's why over the next couple of months, I'm going to do a series of vlogs talking about both strategic planning, that really big picture side of things, right down to business planning and implementation plans. How do we make things happen? And at that really conceptual, broad level, I came across a term a number of years ago that you may have heard about, the Big Hairy Audacious Goal, or the BHAG. And it was when I was reading one of Jim Collins's books, Good to Great, Great by Choice, Built to Last, How the Mighty Fall, one of his books. It was a concept that Collins came up with, and for all the companies they looked at and analysed over the 5-year period, the companies that went from average to great had a really compelling BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal, something that they were striving towards. And I just thought I'd talk a tiny bit on that today. To give you a couple of examples, for example, Microsoft wanted to have a PC on every desk. Starbucks wanted their brand to be stronger than Coca-Cola. Sony wanted to change that whole made in Japan perception that was in place at the time. Kindle wanted to have every book in any language on a device within 60 seconds. And even at a local level, you know, Sir Michael Hill from Michael Hill Jeweller, initially it was 7 stores in 7 years, and then it was 1,000 stores by 2022. So all these companies had really strong, compelling BHAGs. Now, whether they got there or achieved that, in my mind, is slightly irrelevant. And Michael Hill's a really good example. I think pre-COVID, the number of stores that they had was only 304. And I say only 304, but you can't deny that the Michael Hill story is a really successful story. So BHAGs are about stretching imagination, stretching the thinking. And I just want to give you 4 outcomes that Collins talks about to start with when you're looking at developing your BHAG. And number 1 is the time frame. If you've heard me chat before, I normally talk in 5+ years, 12 months, and 90 days. The concept of the BHAG is that 10 to 20 year picture. It is really the long-term picture. In saying that though, the second point is really important. It does need to be action orientated. It's no good just having words on paper. It actually needs to lead to activities and action. The third one is it needs to be compelling and exciting. And the fourth one, it needs to be innovative. It's no longer business as normal. And so the purpose really is to engage everybody to be thinking not just about the now, but what the future looks like. And so I want to give you 6 factors that you can test your BHAG against. The first one, is it long term? The second one, will people actually understand what you're talking about if you share it with people? So keep it nice and simple. The third point, does it require people to stretch out of their comfort zone? You know, Collins talks about the gulp factor. It makes you nervous. It gives you butterflies when you talk about it. The fourth one, you've only got a 50 to 70% chance of succeeding. This is something that you're not sure if you're going to get to, and it's really going to stretch the horizons. The fifth one, it requires a really big step in your capabilities. It's a quantum leap in the way you think and do business. It's not just the case of setting a goal, but really stretching and pushing yourself further out there. Number 6, does it create momentum? It's got to have that action orientation. And the last one, does it excite you and stimulate you? So a BHAG is all about that bigger thinking, giving yourself the gulp factor, but also giving yourself permission to go and push those boundaries out. So go and have a chat with your board of directors, with your senior advisory team, with your team members. Bang some ideas around. You never know where you may get to. And remember, even if you don't get there, my view, setting a BHAG, taking that really long-term picture is much better for your business than just setting a very achievable goal. Thanks very much for watching. Feel free to share this with anybody else. As I said, I'll be doing a series of vlogs over the next couple of months around strategy and, more importantly, how we implement that. If you'd like a hand with your strategic or business planning, feel free to contact me. Any thoughts? Love to hear those. But until next time, thanks for watching. Catch you later.